Yo, today guys, we gotta talk about the new season that we're getting in Endgame 2K22 Myteam. And yes, we're actually getting one more season this year. It's going to be season 9, and I do want to know down below in the comments right now, what are you guys expecting? Are you expecting new endgames? Maybe you're expecting older endgames, maybe you're expecting nothing, maybe something. Let me know down below in the comments right now. Make sure to also leave a like on the video for that extra good luck, and subscribe to the channel with notifications on. And we're gonna get right into it right here, so you guys can take a look at the screen. 2K already confirmed that we were getting 9 seasons from the beginning. Back in September, they were like, hey, we're getting 9 seasons in Myteam. And by the way, guys, the new season is going to be coming out August 12th. That's going to be the day that we end up getting season 9 in Myteam. So it's going to be August 12th. Make sure to add that to your calendar. So we are getting one more season in Myteam. And I feel like 2K is going to be releasing a lot of free endgames. We're going to be seeing endgames for every single game mode. However, though, are they going to be new or are they going to be old? That's the question right there. Let me know who you guys want to see as an endgame. And if you guys do remember, if you were playing last year, 2K did give us a final season. Now in that season, they just ended up giving us a lot of rewards for the final one. They did just give us, for example, an invincible Kevin Durant. And so for season 9 for this year, for 2K22, they could maybe add an endgame Kevin Durant for the free one or a new one. Again, it's looking like they'll probably go with an older endgame. But either way, though, we're definitely going to be seeing some free endgames for season 9. And so maybe an endgame Kevin Durant would be cool. For example, in Unlimited, they ended up adding Kareem, so maybe endgame Kareem for that. And they also ended up adding Dirk for Limited. Now, Dirk, his endgame is from the collector level, so maybe they can do Luka, maybe they can do somebody else. Obviously, I don't think it'll be Kareem and Kevin Durant, but those are just the examples we saw last year. And we even had an invincible Kobe in the Ascension, and so hopefully we see maybe endgame Kobe in the Ascension. That'd be pretty cool. And so 2K could go two ways. They can add new endgames, or they can add current endgames as the rewards for the final season, season 9. And no one knows exactly what 2K does have planned, but there's definitely a lot of players that did not get an endgame card this year in Myteam. Either way, though, we are getting a new season. That is 100% confirmed, and we should be getting a lot of free endgames. But I do want to talk about the players that I feel like 2K, again, just forgot about. And the first one is, of course, going to be Endgame Steph Curry. Like, what happened to Steph Curry, bro? And a big shout out to Sorcerer right here on 2KDB. He actually said the first of many endgame snubs, and he actually misspelled game, but we're gonna let it slide because this Curry that he made is beautiful. And so you can tell that a lot of people were expecting an endgame Steph Curry, including myself. And so who knows what's gonna happen. We all know that he got for sure snubbed, though. There's a lot of players that got snubbed for endgame cards. And so I don't know what 2K was thinking, but also another player that I feel like definitely should have gotten an endgame is, of course, Jason Tatum right here. Another beautiful card. I don't even know why 2K didn't release a Tatum. We didn't even get an invincible Tatum, by the way. There is no invincible Tatum in Myteam. Let's see, when was the last time that we actually ended up getting a new Tatum? I believe it was this one. This one was in May, and he had a really good playoff run with the Celtics. Obviously, they lost in the finals, but like, what happened? Like, we were getting some good ones. We had a really good one for the Dark Matter. Then we had the Galaxy Opal, who was a reward that came out in January. And with the way that 2K kept doing content where they would release 2 players at a time, they definitely could have kept going until 2K23. Do you guys agree? I feel like 2K definitely could still keep releasing 2 players at a time. They could give us a bunch of other players, maybe a Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. They gave us Anthony Davis and Kawhi. We could have definitely seen a lot more endgames, a lot more cards. That's why I still feel like they definitely should have just added more invincibles into these kind of sets. Like, they should have dropped endgame LeBron and then endgame Michael Jordan, but then also players like maybe an invincible Lonzo Ball, maybe like an invincible Dennis Rodman. Players like that they definitely could have added as they dropped these players. And that's really what I thought they were going to keep doing, because they were doing 2 players at a time. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to go until 2K23. But right now, though, they haven't really said anything when it comes to that, especially with the packs that we got recently. And there's definitely a lot of people that feel the same way, that they're like, yo, 2K, you could have still kept going with content. Even my boy Paulino right here made a beautiful concept. You guys can see. He actually ended up making one with Russell Westbrook and Paul George. 2K, Paulino right here is even giving you ideas. Like, why can't you just add this? They should have been added maybe, you know, before the new season, and then season 9 could have started with guaranteed endgame packs. And that's actually what I thought was going to happen. I thought 2K was going to release one more promo and then the guaranteed packs for the first day of the new season, because that's kind of like what they did last year too. But they didn't. They dropped the guaranteed endgame packs, you know, on Friday before the new season, or 1 week before. And I want to show you guys this right here. We got this Dark Matter Russell Westbrook as one of the first Dark Matters back in February. And then after that, we did get the Galaxy Opal one. That one did come out June. But outside of that, that's it. we got a pink diamond, and that's it. Not an invincible, not an endgame. And so this would have been a really cool drop, you know, Russell Westbrook, Paul George. Like, I wanted PG as an endgame. If he could have played the shooting guard position, he would have been amazing. And so that's also another example of players that definitely should have gotten some new cards. And then obviously another big name out there is, of course, Mr. Bulbul out here, bro. How did we not get an endgame Bulbul? That is so weird. Not even an invincible either, by the way. Not a single upgraded Bulbul in my team this year, at least so far. You never know. 2K could have something crazy planned, but no one really knows for sure. All we know is that we are getting a new season, August 12th, Season 9. And it's just so weird because even Bulbul just didn't even get an invincible, and every year he ends up getting one. The last one that we got was the Dark Matter one. This one was in June, but then before that, we only had the Diamond one. And I really am surprised that 2K didn't drop an invincible Bulbul. It's so weird because even last year, we had an invincible Bulbul as a reward. If you guys remember, that collection was insane, bro. Last year, this invincible one was wild. We had a pink diamond one too. Bulbul doesn't really get that many cards, but he did have the Ruby, the pink diamond, and the Dark Matter, which was an invincible. And so it's just crazy to see that 2K kind of was just like, hey, here's endgame packs, and then they didn't even add new players for the endgame packs. Last year they did add John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas, and Chris Paul into the guaranteed invincible packs and gold packs we had. And it's just so weird because this year they didn't even add any of these guys. Now obviously, you know, they are short point guards, so 2K might have been like, hey, you guys didn't want them last year, maybe you don't want them this year. But Steph Curry, though, definitely deserves a card in my team, especially in endgame with everything that he did this year. He really should have been the first one. Now, at this point, obviously, if he comes out, he's not going to be anything crazy with all the oversized point guards we have. But at the same time, though, it was so disrespectful to not see an endgame Steph Curry after he ended up winning Finals MVP. And so my boy Paulino right here, like I mentioned, he had this beautiful concept. Yo, imagine if 2K would have done this concept right here, Bulbul and also Manute Bol. Imagine an endgame Manute Bol. Oh my goodness, that would have been insane. And these are the type of cards that people do expect at this point in the year anyway, so it really wouldn't be that crazy. Like a Manute Bol endgame and Bulbul would be wild, bro. And it would make sense too with the way that they ended up doing, you know, content drops this season where they just give us 2 players at a time. And so Manute Bol and Westbrook, Paul George, Bulbul, etc. Like, all those players definitely should have gotten some new invincibles and a new endgame card too. And there's still so many other players that didn't get an endgame that I was expecting. For example, Hakeem the Dream, he doesn't have an endgame in my team. Another player is endgame Dwight Howard. I was really hoping Dwight Howard would have gotten a card. Bro, Dwight Howard, I was checking too because I wanted to make sure if he had like an invincible or something. He had this card right here, bro. A collection reward that came out in March 1st. March 1st, we're in August already, and we didn't get a single updated Dwight Howard. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that is so disrespectful, bro. Dwight Howard, an NBA 75 member, he didn't get a single updated card this year. He came out in March. He didn't get an invincible or an endgame. And I'm even more surprised that players like Lonzo and Zion didn't get endgame cards. That was so weird, bro. Zion and Lonzo, like, they usually end up getting some really good cards in my team. And we didn't even see a single updated Zion or Lonzo Ball. I think the best Zion that we had was what? I think it was this one, the Evolution, that came out April 1st, on April Fool's Day. And outside of that, he did have the Galaxy Opal. This one actually did come out more recent. It was May 20, but still though, like, he didn't even get an invincible. Same with Lonzo. Lonzo didn't get a single updated card after he ended up getting this one. This one did come out in June, but it's so weird how he didn't even get an invincible. And there's still so many other players that didn't get that endgame treatment, or at least some type of treatment this year in my team. And I could mention so many more, but I'm just going to show you guys a couple more. For example, Scottie Pippen, he got an invincible for no endgame. The last time he got a new card was May 13. Even Dennis Rodman too. Like, I was checking as well. Dennis Rodman got a Galaxy Opal this year, not even a Dark Matter. And this one came out January. Like, 2K, you could have given us a new Dennis Rodman. They could have done a locker code, bro. A free invincible, a free endgame Dennis Rodman. Like, that would have just been something they could have done. And like I mentioned in the beginning, let me know down below in the comments a player that you think should have gotten an endgame, maybe an invincible. Let me know down below. And 2K, we showed you guys some players that you forgot about. Endgame Steph Curry, endgame Bulbul, endgame this and that, invincible this or that. So 2K, you know, you got one more season. And it definitely is going to be interesting to see exactly what 2K does for the final season, Season 9. Are they just going to go with current endgame cards and they'll just add them for free as rewards, you know, for level 40, the Ascension, and so on? Or are they going to still continue some type of content? Who knows? Maybe they just gave up on endgame Steph Curry and other players. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated, but I did want to give you a heads up that we are going to be getting one final season, Season 9, and it is going to be coming out August 12th, and so we'll see what happens. 2K could give us old endgames, they could give us new endgames. I'll keep you guys updated. For now, though, this will be this video. Just want to give you guys a quick heads up. Like I said, if you guys do want to see something great in Season 9, or you want to see 2K23 be amazing, then leave a like right now, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure to check out these videos that I uploaded. I opened the new guaranteed endgame packs. It was wild. Check out the auction out. It's completely down. And then also check out this other upload. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Texting with the bill, roses in my wallet, and I'm flexing it for real. Racks and racks and racks, I look like rookie of the year.